How's it going, folks? Voodoo Stache here. We're going to be taking a look today at the PAILs and Rails series from a 90-90 position. And our goal here is working on that internal and external rotation of the leg bones here in our hips. So here's that 90-90 position. So what I'd like you to do first, think about the initial part of the stretch from each position. It's like give you a progress report of how much range you have from the very beginning. And then after we work through this series of pressing down and lifting up, we'll be compressing that spring of those muscles and we'll let them lengthen back out, and we should be gaining more range as we do each one of these. So the first position is with the front leg. This leg is currently externally rotated, while this one is internally rotated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit up super tall, my rib cage is gonna stay down, and I'm gonna lean forward. As I lean forward, I'll feel a big stretch on the outside of that hip. So I'm gonna get an idea of like how much range, how much movement I have available there. Most people will want to collapse here, won't get much of a stretch. So I want you to keep the rib cage down and lengthen your spine across the room so you feel that stretch. About 20 seconds or so there. Then we're going to work on we're going to start increasing tension. We're going to push this entire part of our leg down into the floor like we're trying to move the earth. So deep breath in, rib cage down. I'm going to press this whole piece in the ground through all 5 gears of tension. So gear 1, pushing a little bit. Gear 2, a little harder, 3, 4, 5. Every 2 or 3 seconds, pressing harder, harder, harder. Once you hit your top end, your gear 5, you're gonna hold there for 10 seconds. So I'm pressing there as hard as I possibly can. That's us compressing that spring all the way down. And then after that, you will lengthen that spring back out by raising your leg up. Rib cage stays down. You're gonna think about that leg coming up, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you come up. Now, difficulty-wise as you do this, you want to make sure that you're able to have as much range as you can control here. So for me, trying to raise this thing up is really hard. You'll see my foot is dropping below my knee. And that's the opposite of what I want to do. So to make these easier, what I'll do is I'll come down to my elbow here. I keep the rib cage down, my butt cheek is driven up, because all the work's going to be from here. And I'm going to raise that leg up, keeping that foot above the knee. So I'm constantly externally rotating here. So gear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding the top for 10 seconds. And then you'll come back and redo the stretch. And you'll feel you should feel a release, and you got a little more room. So that's the external leg. Then we're gonna work on the internal leg. The same exact idea. I'm gonna rotate towards this leg, I'm gonna reach forward. You probably get stuck here, like I always get stuck there. So that's that internally rotated leg. So that's your stretch. The same idea here, we're gonna press into the floor. So this leg bone is gonna internally rotate into the floor. This way, sit up tall, rib cage down, pressing down. All 5 gears, again, every 2 to 3 seconds increasing. When you hit the top, 10 seconds of a maximal push down, and then we'll go 10, and then we'll do the same gear, same idea coming back up. So I'm gonna come down to that elbow, rib cage down, butt cheek squeezing, level 1. This one, I don't want the foot to go below the knee, so I'm gonna keep those guys level, preferably that foot coming up above the knee, so I'm internally rotating. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hang out there for about 10 seconds, and then controlling down. At the conclusion of that, you retest and you see, hey, am I getting a little bit better? Cool, I got a little more room. So those are a great way, that exercise, that progression is a great way to increase the neural drive in your hips for internal and external rotation. So it gives you more control of that active range, and that makes your hips way happier and allows you to create more strength and power to those legs. Try it out, let me know how it goes.